Well, I don't know if you guys have seen out on any of the social medias, but ARod is out there living his best life.
Not ARod.
ARod. He's on yachts. He's celebrating his birthday. He's posting thirst traps.
Man, and for anyone who doesn't know who she's talking about, if you've been under a rock, she's talking about Alex Rodriguez.
Yes.
The man that was
MLB star.
MLB star. He was with Jennifer Lopez. They are no longer together.
Recently, actually, they're no longer together.
Man.
Yeah.
I was rooting for them.
Okay, I'm glad you brought her up because so he like I just said, he was on a yacht celebrating his birthday. He went halfway around the world to Saint-Tropez, right? Guess who was also there the same weekend? J-Lo
was there.
J-Lo was there. Same weekend.
Dean is like J-Lo. Shout out to Dean, by the way.
Yeah, it was. Like, they went halfway around the world and still end up on the same place the same weekend.
Now,
like,
do you think this was planned?
I mean, I'm sure it was. And then they broke up and then they just said, well, I'm not giving up this vacation. So, and then they just went on different yachts.
Now, I know, I mean, of course, I'm not the only one that's heard, but she's got her old flame back.
Yeah.
Which is Ben Affleck.
The old boo thing. Mm-hmm.
So was he also there, or
of
she
course.
was? Oh man!
Yeah.
So this is kind of crazy.
Yeah.
You know. So you got the old flame, two old flames in the same place.
Yeah, actually, and they
Man.
Alex Rodriguez and Jennifer Lopez were shopping the same shops because there's limited shops in this area, right? They were shopping the same shops like within hours of each other.
So you mean one couldn't go to like Marshall's or something, and then like the other one couldn't go somewhere else? They had to go to the same place.
Well, I mean the high end spots, like
right, the
there's only
exactly.
certain spots. So, I'm just happy that they didn't overlap.
But
like,
how awkward must that be?
I was just about to say that. How awkward. I don't want to run in. I would have changed my vacation plans. I would have said, I'm going to go somewhere else cool and go next year or maybe go in 6 months or whatever.
But okay, so what if you got there first? You've already got all your stuff laid out. You got your hotel room. You're excited to be there. You've already gotten just...
So I guess it doesn't matter for J-Lo because she's already moved on, so she doesn't care. But it'd be more for Alex Rodriguez. Like, I don't know.
Yeah.
But...
Now, I'm hearing he has also moved on as well.
I mean, his camp is denying it, but yes, he was there with a young lady that there are romance rumors about.
Okay, ARod, I ain't mad at you. So do you actually think there's a possibility of one A of my question is it working out with Ben and they're happily ever after, or AB, which is like, well, 1B, part 2 of my question is, do you think she'll go back to ARod?
I don't think she'll ever go back to ARod because of how fast she moved on. I think it was like, I'm done with you. Like, it was fast.
It was just so quick.
Yeah, so I think that there obviously is more to the story. And that was a question or answer to question 2. But I'm happy that you brought up like going back to the ex thing because they got back together 20 years later, right? And how would you feel if
That's a long time.
Right, but how would you feel if your ex, like somebody that you recently broke up with, immediately went back to their ex?
Yeah, and if I'm with that person, it would kind of sting.
Yeah, it would hurt.
It kind of makes you feel like, were you all still communicating throughout all these years? What was going on? Yeah, that's kind of interesting. Never looked at it from that perspective because you're right. As soon as they ended things, all of a sudden you started hearing rumors that they were going out. She was out with Ben. They were on a yacht. And then they started bringing up pictures from 20 years ago and saying how it looks the same.
Yeah.
So yeah, that's kind of interesting. It's kind of weird and it's kind of interesting,
especially because it's so publicly too.
You know what would be funny, and you know, Luminary community, you heard it first. It would be really funny if ARod went back to one of his old flames. That would be funny.
No way. That would be looking like he's trying too much. He'd be doing too much at that point. Him going to the same spot even is doing too much.
Yeah.
But, I mean, you know what? I do give him props, though, for that thirst trap he posted.
It was a thirst trap? You
yes.
think?
Are you serious?
Look, maybe it was just a picture.
A picture of him like showering in an outdoor shower on a yacht, like trying to look sexy and giving.
The guy needed a shower. He
he knew what he was doing.
He knew what he was doing.
He
was like, "Yeah, girl, let me see if you like this picture." So what we're gonna do right now is, we always love the music reviews. You ready for music review time,
I'm ready.
Missy?
I'm excited.
Look, what we're going to do now is we're going to get into a music review by an artist that we didn't get a chance to get into last week, by the name of Lojay. And he has a song called Love and Attention. So we'll be right back. We're going to review this song. Check it out for everybody out there. All right. Yeah, that's what we do here at Luminary Sounds.
Okay.
We switch it up on y'all. Gave you a Afro beats vibe. That was Lojay, Love and Attention.
Okay,
Are we
Lojay.
sipping tea to that, or are we lighting it up? I'm going to let you roll first, Missy.
Okay. I want to say definitely lighten it up to this song.
Ooh, she's lighting it up. Woo!
That's right.
What'd you like about it?
Okay. When I was listening to this song, I told myself, I need to check if there's a TikTok dance to this song. Like, I need to check if there's a dance, and if there's not, somebody needs to make one,
sure
and then I need to do it.
You know what? We're going to look up a Love and Attention challenge or something. I'm sure it's probably out there.
Exactly. And then it's so funny because our engineer here, Dean, he was telling us that he's been working with some girls doing a dance to this song. So I'm like,
yeah,
this guy knows, Lojay knows what he's doing.
He does. Lojay knows what he's doing. He has WizKid on the song too. WizKid's doing his thing as well. So you're definitely lighting it up. Very cool.
Yeah. What about you, Francois?
I am lighting it up. I am all about the Afro beats vibe. I am feeling it. It just has the whole, you're going out, dance hall vibe. Just it's not even dance hall. It makes me want to say dance hall, but like, it just has a nice vibe because I like his whole rap. And then he's got the singing, and then the feature by WizKid, it takes it over the top. I'm definitely lining it up. I don't know much about Lojay yet, but I'm going to listen to some more of his stuff. I definitely am an Afro beats fan. Definitely line it up.
The energy of that song.
Oh, yeah. There's energy in that song.
Gosh.
And now you want me to I don't have a TikTok, y'all. But like now I'm just like, I'm curious now. Because I want to know if there's like a Lojay Love and Attention challenge. It
looks like there is.
Oh, there is. So Dean has pulled it up. There's a step by step. Oh man, there's a dance.
You need to have this dance.
Oh man, look, we're gonna be doing a dance. Look, Luminary Sounds, we got a TikTok, so I don't know. Y'all might see a Love and Attention challenge TikTok dance. I don't know. I don't know what I'm gonna do, y'all, but y'all pray for me. I'm gonna try. I'm gonna try to work it out. I might have Missy and Dean, and then Junior gonna be back, so I'm gonna probably pull him in on it. Junior, if you're listening, don't hate on us, brother.
Start practicing now.
Yeah, start practicing. Start getting your dances together. But like, I want to get into some more of these topics because we had a really good one with ARod. So
yes, we did.
I know we have a lot of things we want to get into. So
okay,
what are some things that you want to talk about too?
There's lots of things going on right now, especially with the Olympics.
I love it.
So much to talk about. There's headline after headline
the
after headline.
32nd Olympiad.
Yes, exactly. So you watch the Olympics, right?
Yeah, I don't know anything about sports. Yeah, I'm just kidding, y'all. I love sports. The Olympics is probably like the biggest thing for a sports fan. If you're like a true sports fan, like you love the Olympics, and I'm a big fan.
How long have the Olympics been going on?
The Olympics started last Friday.
No, in the world of history.
So this is the 32nd Olympics.
Okay.
Yes. So about 1960-ish, I would say, probably. 1950, 1960, I would think. Well, if it's the 32nd one, because they do them every 4 years.
Right, they do. Okay, so something that has been in the headlines a lot lately is Simone Biles.
Of course.
Yes. She's a 4-time winner Olympian already.
She's amazing.
Like I didn't know she was that accoladed.
And a lot of people don't know she's like a 7 or 8 world champion as well. 7 times.
And she's only 24.
She's amazing.
Right. Okay.
She's the GOAT. They call her the GOAT.
They do. And she puts that on all of her leotards, like she bedazzles her suits or something like that, which I think is awesome.
Oh yeah. And I know that a lot of people look at her and they say, man, why is she still competing when she's won all so many times and she's so accomplished? Most people are saying, you know, hey, just hang it up, you know, and do other things. You've already shown us how great you are. But she continues to go. Yeah,
and I actually think that she stepped into a leadership role recently when she made headlines when she stepped down to performing this past week, citing mental health. And so she gave it all up to her teammates to step it up and compete.
Yeah, that was tough to see because I'm such a fan and I wanted to see her just compete with the world's best and on the highest level because we all know how great she is. But at the same time, you know, you did mention mental health. Right. Mental health, it's, you know, a lot of I think it's really great that we're bringing attention to mental health right now in the world because it's something for a very long time that we really as people didn't bring a lot of attention to. So I really salute her for that.
Right. And what's a bigger stage than the Olympics?
Oh, I know.
Right.
Doesn't get any bigger than that.
Right. So, I mean, her even stepping down, I think, shows her strength because she was able to put faith in her teammates that they would be able to compete and still take home medals, which they did. They won silver.
They did. Yeah. They did. I know. And the crazy thing about that, I think the picture that comes to mind the most that I really enjoyed was she stayed out there and she was rooting them on. She was just, she didn't leave.
What a class act.
Definitely class act. Someone like her could have said, you know what? I'm going through a lot right now mentally. I do not need to be here. And just the fact that she stayed and she said, you know what? I'm going to root my teammates on. I even heard, even as they found out she wasn't going to compete, she said, hey, guys, I'm going to still be here. You can do it.
Right.
That says a lot about her. That was just a beautiful moment.
Absolutely. And that's showing her courage, her strength, and just, I think, her grace as well. And that's why her teammates are saying, like, I'm dedicating it to you. And she's like, no, it's you guys worked hard, but it was the team effort. I think.
Yeah, that's awesome. It's a team effort. And then there were some people I know on the internet that were just giving all kinds of grief and backlash. There was one person that I read that said that why is she getting a medal? She didn't even compete. And I'm sitting there like, come on, you know, that's not right.
Well, you know what? None of them have any silver medals
or
gold medals. Like, they don't have anything. They wouldn't have anything to say that she should take of importance if they're saying that, because she's already a winner.
Do you think we'll see Simone Biles again in these Olympics this year, or you think she's pretty much going to?
I would like to see her if she wants to perform. Like, if she feels in a good headspace to perform, absolutely, I want to see. If I don't want to see her push herself and then hurt herself. So if she doesn't compete the rest of the Olympics, that's okay. I mean, there's other years. She's still very young. You know, there's endless possibilities for her.
It's so fun you mentioned she's in her early 20s, because I feel like she's about to retire or something, because she's been doing it for so long.
Right.
But you're absolutely right. She can come back in 4 years, and it's Paris 2024.
Oh, wow.
So, I mean, and then, of course, you know, all my California people, LA 2028.
Wow,
so, you know,
that's going to be crazy.
That's going to be amazing. So she's very young. She can definitely come back in 4 years and make a lot of noise there. And they have a great team. Of course, one of the ladies on the team also won the all around, Suni Lee. And you know, of course, they have Jordan Childs as well on the team.
The Suni Lee. She's America's new sweetheart, I feel like.
Yes. You know, she just has this whole grace about her that, but at the same time, she has this whole shyness about her, but then she's very just graceful when she's doing her thing on the floor exercises and other events. But at the same time, she has this whole look on her face like, y'all have no idea.
Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh.
I'm ready to go. And I love watching her compete, because she just looks like, man, I got this.
Yep. I'm excited.
And yeah, I'm excited for her too. And I think she's going to be competing one more time or a couple more times too as well. They just have a great team. They're all young, and Simone's young as well, but she's their leader. So definitely, I think they have a great future ahead of them. You know, they're a great team. And I look forward to seeing what they do. I'm a big track fan as well. So, you know, I look forward to seeing the track too. But yeah, no, definitely shout out to Simone Biles. You know, we're all pulling for you here at Luminary Sounds.
That's right.
And keep doing what you do. If you compete any more in these Olympics, we'll be happy to see you. But if you decide to sit out due to mental health reasons, we completely understand. Definitely. And, you know, you want to go into some more music reviews, or you want to listen to some new music? What do you think, Missy? What do you feel like doing right now?
I feel like listening to some music.
All right, so let's get into some more music over here that we have for you all. We're gonna go into some music here. We're gonna throw it back a little bit with Illa, I Remember. So we're gonna have some Luminary throwback right now. Let's do it. Yeah. That's what I'm talking about. Luminary throwbacks for y'all.
That's right.
So we had Illa with I Remember, Magi Jordan with Gave Your Love Away, and then that was just Solange with Cranes in the Sky. Shout out to Simplicity 805. There was your request right there.
Shout out.
And we're going to get into some things that are going on in the community right now. So if you all live in this Ventura County area, we want to let you guys know what's going on, and we're going to be doing this from week to week just to keep you guys posted on what's happening.
That's right.
Today from 10 a.m. to 6, so it's happening right now. There's an art walk and craft fair in Port Hueneme.
How beautiful.
At Ocean View Pavilion. So definitely check that out. All you art lovers and people that are into the whole art thing and very artistic people, go to the Art Walk and Craft Fair in Port Hueneme. Very, very cool. Another event that's also going on today is the iJazz Code that is happening as well in Camarillo.
That's right.
And that event is also going to be at, let me give you that information because it's important. I would love to see some of y'all. Missy and I are going to be there as well. And this event is going to be located at the Fairfield Inn at 444 Central Ave in Camarillo, California. And definitely come through. It's a really great event that's going to be going on.
That's
and a
right.
lot of people aren't familiar with how great iJazz Code is. It's a marketing tool that's going to do great things in the future for all of us. And, you know, Missy, I know you have some things that you also want to talk about as well that's going on in the community.
Yes.
So let me let you do that.
Yes, pass it over. Thank you so much. So we actually have a couple things going on in the community tonight as well. So if you are busy during the day, you don't feel like going out of the house just yet, there are a couple things going down tonight. From what I see, it looks like we have a rock and roll pizza. They are
rock and roll pizza.
I know, I would go just for the pizza. But
yes. What's your favorite pizza?
I mean, any kind of pizza is my favorite pizza, if I'm being honest. But they are having a open mic night. They're doing it from 7 to 10.
Oh, yeah.
So, I mean, if any of you are feeling creative and want to
look, I might just go on the karaoke vibe and just start wilding out. They'll be like, you know what, man, get this man out of here. He can't sing, man.
Yeah, I did that a couple weeks ago. It was really fun, actually.
Really? That's awesome.
I did.
No, but I think that's awesome. All of you talented folks that are out there, definitely open mics are fun.
Absolutely. And it's all genres, all ages. So go check it out if you guys have time. Go get into the community. Also, what else we have? Did you hear, Francis, that there is a downtown Ventura, there's a block party?
No, I did not know about that. I love block parties. I'm from the East Coast, so block parties are always major.
Yes.
And with the weather they have out here in California, we should have one every weekend.
Yeah, definitely. So the 805 Live is doing a block party. So it starts kind of early, which is awesome because I'm hoping to drop by and check it out. But they're doing like DJs from 3 to 6. They're doing performances from a lot of different independent artists, like from up and down the coast.
Wow.
As well tonight.
Is this downtown Ventura?
Downtown Ventura,
Downtown Ventura, y'all.
And it's outside. So, I mean, you don't have to worry about being in enclosed space. And I don't know, there's just going to be a lot of talent out there. So
that's awesome.
That's going out tonight, too.
I also see something else that's going on tonight here. Shout out to Dean. Dean just got this information over to me. There's a walk in ART, which is the Alliance Resilient and Truth today from 4 p.m. to 8 p.m. And that's happening at 424 Arnell Road in Camarillo, California.
Nice.
Suite A. And it's brought to you by Simplicity Beauty and More. And it's going to be a great event. So, if you all like artwork and paint and sip and open mic, that is the event for you.
And you're saying that's happening tonight?
That's happening tonight from 4 p.m. to 8 p.m.
There is a lot.
Walk in art.
There's a lot of like artistic creativity energy going out there in this weekend right now.
Oh yeah, no, definitely. And I think right now you just spoke about creativity. So
Yes.
I think it's time to check out another rising artist, and we're going to do another music review. What do you think, Missy?
I'm excited for a music review.
All right, so let's get into another music review here. We're going to get into another artist that's just, doing this thing right now. And, the artist has just really been soaring, and we want to show him some love right now. And the artist that we're going to pretty much do a review on, her name is Laura. I hope I'm saying your last name right. Brizuela.
Okay.
And the name of her song is OYO. So we're going to get into that right now.
I'm
Laura,
excited.
definitely let's hear it. All right, Laura. Laura Brizuela
Yes.
with OYO, basically On Your Own. And
Okay.
I will start off first with the sipping tea or lighten it up.
Let's hear it.
I really like your voice, Laura. Laura, you have a really unique voice. It's very distinctive. I feel like if you come out with something else, I'm going to sit back and go, you know what? Hey, isn't that the Laura girl that we just heard with the catchy tune? Because your voice is very distinctive. I definitely like that, and I am definitely going to light it up for you. I like that song. Cool track.
Will you be listening for more of her songs? Like, will you be looking out for them?
I will. I feel like I'm going to probably hear one of her songs in an Apple commercial one day. She just has that vibe.
Okay, I like it.
For sure.
Okay, I am also lighting it up for my girl.
All
of
right.
course I am.
Missy was over here dancing.
I was dancing. The song got me in like the first 10 seconds, honestly.
It's a happy tune.
It's a happy tune, but I mean, if you listen to the words, she's like, oh, you thought kind of thing, like, and
You thought you had me.
kind of, but then like, I don't play those games kind of thing, like, or I don't know, I just like it. I don't want to say girl power.
It's
Not
empowering.
girl power. It's empowering for sure. And I just liked it.
Boy, I don't need
relate
you.
it.
Boy, I don't need you.
I could relate to it so much. So I'm like, yeah, that's my song.
Yeah. Oh, cool. I mean, we both light it and like it here, and we're lighting it up for you, Laura. And we look forward to hearing more music from you, definitely in the
Yes.
future.
Definitely.
But we're back on these trending topics because we got so much to talk about, Missy.
Well, the thing is, we can't get away from the Olympics right now.
We cannot, because the Olympics is everything right now.
Right.
And all you that aren't big sports fans, just bear with us because this is a special time right now. It only happens 4 years.
I don't think even people who are not into sports, even I think can understand how important this is.
Definitely.
And especially the world just needs it after everything we've been going through. I don't know. I'm excited. I can't help but like root for all these athletes who have been training and extra training and, showing the world their best. Like, I'm just so proud of all of them.
And what's so crazy? This Olympics almost did not happen, because Japan was really back and forth with the pandemic that we're experiencing right now throughout the world, either canceling the Olympics or just delaying it and not having it. So just the fact that the Olympics is actually happening, it's monumental.
Do you know how many athletes there are competing?
Ooh.
I know the number, so just take a guess.
I feel like this is the one where, like, when you go to like a party and they tell you to guess how many beans are in a jar. It's in there.
Yeah. Just throw
Dean's
a number
over here
out
laughing. Dean's one of those ones that were guessing the wrong beans. He was like, man, like 20.
Oh, no.
16.
Yeah, I'm not good at that game either.
I would say 4,000 athletes.
Okay, that's a good high number.
Okay.
Not high enough.
Look at her. She's like, boy, that was good, but boy, you are bad. Wrong.
I mean, I personally would never have guessed even as high as 4,000. So
wow.
I had no idea. I read 2 different numbers yesterday, but the lower number was 11,000.
Oh my goodness. And
around the world.
Wow. Yeah. That is amazing.
That's amazing.
If you think about it though, 11,000 sounds like a lot, but there's billions and billions of people across the world. So to be one of those 11,000, to know that you actually made it.
Right. And so many of these people have like the most interesting backgrounds.
Yes. Oh, of course. And you know what I think is really cool now that you brought up like the trivia? I think it's always cool when I watch the opening ceremonies and I always discover or find a new country that I never heard of.
Oh, yeah.
That's always like amazing to me. Like there was this Dominicana.
Okay.
Never heard of the country. And I was like, where is that? I Googled it and I was like, man, learn something new every day. Of course, every now and then, 4 to 8 years ago, they were talking about, Georgia.
Okay.
And I was just like, oh, Georgia's just a state. And they're like, there's a country.
Oh, my God. Yep.
Georgia.
Yep.
So there's always countries that come about. And it's always cool to see people representing from all over the world because that's what it's about. And to know that you're one of those 11,000, man.
Right. And that's why it's so inspiring. And
it
even
is.
as a non-sports watcher or follower, like I can just see like, man, this is so cool.
Oh yeah. So 2028, if it comes to LA and you're still here, would you say I'm gonna try to go?
How much are the tickets? Like I don't know.
Missy, you got it. It's probably like $2 for you. You know what I mean? You got it.
I mean, okay, yeah, I don't see why not. I don't see why I wouldn't.
Yeah.
I mean, if I'm only literally within hours of the stadium or whatever, like that doesn't come to my part of the world often.
Oh,
so.
yeah. Well, I could definitely speak for myself. I'll definitely be down. I know Junior's a big sports fan. Even though he's not here, he'll be down. So I think Luminary will definitely be down if we're still here 2028. Dean said he's down. Man, it would just be phenomenal to be a part of something like that in your area. I mean, it only comes every so often. And I think the last time it was here in California was 1984. So we were all little kids or not even born. So it would just be cool to be a part of that. But what we're going to do now is we're having fun with the new music and we're having fun with just the music that we're playing and we're enjoying it here. So we're going to get back into some more music and we're going to be right back after this break. So you guys just keep chilling with us and having fun and vibing with us. Hour 1 went by so fast, but hour 2's going to be great.
That's right.
We're going to be right back, y'all. We got some new music for y'all.
Ooh.
All right. Yeah. I like that one. Timmy,
nice.
Love Somebody.
All right.
Man, we were having such a fun discussion over here. If you guys could see us, it was just so crazy over here. So crazy. But I really think that it's so funny that we got so many things going on, so many great things to talk about. And, I'm going to turn it over to Missy right now because we were just having such a good time talking about these different topics.
Well, before we get into another trending topic, I wanted to give a big shout out to Byron.
Yes, Byron.
Yes.
Mr. Ward.
That's right. He actually goes on air right before us every Saturday from 8 to 10. And his show is Real or Faux. And he listens to
from 8 to 10 a.m.
If you correct me if I'm wrong, but he listens to one album at a time.
Yes, he does.
Yeah, and then
that is his jam.
Current events while he's doing that. So
and he has a lot of great topics he talks about.
So if you ever have time before you're listening to our show, you guys check his show out because it's really great.
Definitely check out the Real or Faux show with Byron. Definitely.
Right, Byron. Okay, so I wanted to get into
back to some trending topics.
Trending topic.
Woo! I'm loving this. What you got?
I'm real heated about this one.
Uh-oh, she's heated. I don't know if we want to talk about this one, Luminary community.
I'm gonna try to.
When Missy gets heated about stuff.
I was gonna say I'm gonna try to not go on a rant about this.
Uh-oh, what happened, Missy? What happened?
Did you guys see that Meg the Stallion was at Rolling Loud recently?
Yeah, she looked good.
Yeah, she looked great.
She looked good.
Oh my God, her outfit phenomenal.
Can I say I want to go to Rolling Loud next year? I gotta go, man.
You gotta go.
There's just so many great pictures I saw, and I want to be there.
Yeah. Well, definitely mark it in your calendar to look
For sure.
it, you know?
I am.
And then so she actually performed a couple songs with a couple people that she did that
so she brought some cameos out.
She did. She brought the baby out, right?
All right. Shout out to the baby.
Shout out to the baby. And so they did a couple songs, right? He performed right after her. She went off stage. Guess who he brought out?
Who did he bring out?
He brought out Tory Lanez, you guys.
No, he didn't.
Yes, he did.
This man. Wait a minute. So did Tory Lanez and Meg Thee Stallion cross paths?
So they are in the middle of a legal situation, right?
Right.
She actually has a restraining order against him. Tory Lanez has to stay 100 yards away from her. He has to do a couple other things.
Man, that was less than 100. Man, he was on the same stage.
It was after she performed.
Okay.
So apparently, Tory Lanez made a very big effort to
stay 100 yards away.
To stay 100 yards away, exactly. So to not be in her vicinity. But that's like not what yes, I have an issue that they were there at the same spot. Okay.
Right.
My more issue is Meg, or where does DaBaby's loyalty lie? Where does it lie?
Well, I look at it like this. A lot of artists, they look at it from a creative standpoint and go, hey, if I got a great song and I think someone would fit on it, why not put them on it? So I don't know if sometimes I think they may not be thinking about, oh, this is my friend or this is my homie that I hang out with. Sometimes they may be looking at it from a creative standpoint. I'm just saying.
He called out Tory Lanez a couple months ago about it. So, I mean, what happened? What switched? What was the switch up?
So you're saying DaBaby called out Tory Lanez about the incident with Meg Thee Stallion.
Saying that he had Megan's back.
Got it.
And then now a couple months later, he brings Tory out on stage. And it's because they do have a song together, a new song. But again, I don't know. Sometimes I just think like, there are certain people after certain things that they've done, like, why would you want to work with them?
I understand. That's very understandable. And I look at it like this. Most of the time, there'll be situations where people don't work with those people. And I think for DaBaby, one of the things that he could have cleared up the air with was maybe he could have said, yo, man, I had my beefs and my tiffs with this man, but, we got songs together now. Everything's cool. We talked about it. Then maybe he could have eased over some of his audience like yourself that like it doesn't make sense. Like one minute you're saying one thing about, Tory Lanez, and then the next minute you're on stage. So I get it. I get exactly where you're coming from. It doesn't even make any sense because you're just like, what happened? What did I miss? Did y'all meet like in the hallway last night and talk? Like, let me understand. So I think that's what he could have did.
All I have to, even if he eased into it, I'm still like, nah.
You're not cool with it.
I'm not cool with it. No. In fact, I have to start skipping those songs now that he has with Meg Thee Stallion, even though I like to bump them. Oh man, I am. I'm sorry.
She's gonna skip the songs.
Sorry.
DaBaby, what'd you do to Missy, man? Now she's skipping your songs. So what about listening to his albums? Like, do you still listen?
No, I'm not gonna listen. I literally am not gonna listen. He's canceled in my book. I got my girl's back. That's all I gotta say. I got her back. So I'm trying not to go on a rant about it.
So I know. Okay, so who are you a big fan of right now in music? I know you like Ariana Grande.
I do.
So, question for you. Mm-hmm. If Ariana Grande does another album and her first single is featuring Tory Lanez,
she would never do that. She would never in a million years do that.
I'm just throwing it out there, Missy. I'm throwing it out there. What if that happened? Would you say, you know what, Ariana, I loved you since your first album and you doing this? Girl, I'm not listening to you no more.
Maybe. I had to stop.
You would go that far?
I had to stop listening to Taylor Swift because of the Kim Ye drama.
Oh,
I know.
Wow.
I mean, that's my choice, but
Missy don't play games with you artists, man. Missy will cut you off. She'll just be like, look, man, there's enough artists out there. I'll move on.
I do miss T Swift's music, but I'm diehard Kim Ye. Even if they're not together, I'm still diehard.
Wow. Man, you heard it here first. I mean, I think for me, I'll kind of, I kind of look at the whole professional thing and the whole musicianship and the artistry. And I go, you know what? Maybe they met somewhere. A lot of these artists sometimes record out of the same studio, and then they may run into another artist in another room, and they didn't realize they were having a studio session in another room, and they bring that artist in and they go, hey, what do you think about this track?
Right.
And then all of a sudden, this artist that was recording on his own music is now on their song because they were in the same place. So
let me ask you a question.
Uh-oh, I'm in trouble now.
Let me ask you a question. I mean, who's your favorite rapper, I guess? Who's your favorite artist?
Man, so I love Nas. I like Rakim.
Okay, let's go with Nas. Let's go with Nas.
We'll go with Nas.
Nas is going to do a song with Tekashi 6ix9ine.
I'm not a Tekashi fan at all.
But I'm just saying. No, they're not really doing a song. It's hypothetical. Well,
look, Dean's heart was about to drop.
I'm so sorry to scare you.
Dean's heart was about to drop. He was like, what album is this? Illmatic 3?
So I'm just saying, it was a hypothetical question. Like, people don't like 6ix9ine anymore,
right,
because of what he did.
Right.
So it's just, sometimes people are just, they put themselves in situations.
Yeah, I would probably, that's a good point you brought up, because I would listen to it because it's Nas, but whenever Tekashi's verse came on, I would kind of cringe and like, oh, for real, Nas?
But wouldn't, right. Wouldn't you lose a little respect that even 6ix9ine's on the song? No, not even a little.
Dean said no.
But even the
put it down way too much.
Yeah.
The fact that he partnered himself along with someone who's not even in his caliber, like has his own reputation.
That's what lets you know he wouldn't even do it.
Yeah, that's true too. And then I think too, like you also got to think. Dean brought up a good point. He said that's what makes you know that he wouldn't do it. But at the same time, I kind of look at it too, where Nas is right now in his career, and he pretty much is showing a lot of love to a lot of younger artists. So I wouldn't really, as a fan, like it, but then I would go, you know what? He's at a point in his career where he's got like younger guys on his records. He's doing songs with, he did a song with, of course, A$AP Ferg has been in the game for a little bit, and he did a song with Fabio. A lot of people don't know who Fabio is, but Fabio's up and coming. So for Nas to do a song with him on his new album, yeah, I mean he was on the new King's Disease album. So you kind of see that Nas also has an ear for younger artists and up and coming artists. Of course, Janae's been around for a while, but I was happy to see he had a record with Janae on her new album. So that was cool. So I would kind of look at it from that standpoint, and I would leave it there at that. But yeah, you do bring up an interesting point, Missy. I mean, I would Tekashi 6ix9ine. Ooh, I don't know how you just brought that one into me, but yeah, that's a tough one for me. But I would still, I got a lot of love for Nas, so I would definitely say, you know what? I'm not with the song, but I'm still with you, Nas.
And you know what? You know what I say? I got your back, Meg. Yeah. I got you, girl.
You got Meg's back. No, so let's do this. What we're gonna do right now is we're gonna go into some more music with you guys right now, and we're gonna come back with some more topics, and we'll come in with some more Francois facts, and check out some music, and of course, go to our page 99.3, which is THREEFM.com.
That's right.
Make sure you're downloading the app. Of course, if you like a song, push the up arrow. If you don't like it, push the down arrow. You control, what we definitely like to hear and what we keep here on the app for you all. So definitely do that for us. Download the app. If you want to check out our website, once again, 99THREEFM.com. And we are here. This is Luminary Sounds. We're going to get into some more music. We'll be right back. We will be right back after this, right around the corner. All right. Yeah, there goes some more new music for you all.
Like that one.
Yeah, that was different. I like that. And Missy, right now I'm feeling the topic. So let's get into another topic.
Okay, I have one. Have you heard? This has been a long time coming. Okay. Let's see. James Brown. Finally, his estate has been settled. And it's been 15 years. 15 years in the court.
That's terrible.
I know. Isn't that awful?
So when you say it's been settled, so right now does the family get it or?
So actually, the details haven't been made public.
Oh, but that's still good news.
It is good news. I'm happy that it's closed. The reason that it's taken 15 years is
this man done had movies made after him and everything. They still haven't.
I know, right? I know.
It's terrible.
I was even thinking, like, is there even any money left after 15 years in court? Like, that's a lot of time. You
make me think of Prince. Because
Okay.
I know Prince had the whole ordeal where like everyone in his family was trying to fight for his money and things like that. I don't even know if his estate has been cleared up.
I'm not sure. I'm not completely aware about that one. But so what, like they said, they didn't with this one. They didn't say the numbers publicly, but it is estimated the Godfather of Soul's estate is estimated to be anywhere from $5 million to $100 million.
Say that again?
Yeah. That's so, again, this is not public. It's just being estimated that that's what could potentially be the net worth of the
Look, I got to
estate.
check and see if I'm related to the Brown family or something like that. I don't know, man.
See, then that's what's happening.
Got some M's.
Right.
Millions.
Right. So what happened and what's been making this take so long, so his last wife, his fourth wife, which he had a kid with, she wasn't put like on the will or something, but she said like, well, we were married, you know, when he passed, so doesn't that count for anything?
Right.
The reality is that her first marriage was never annulled. It was never.
So they're still married, technically.
With her first husband. I mean,
how does that work?
I don't know. Technically, it's all technicalities, and that's why she didn't win the case, because since she was supposedly still married to the other guy, she couldn't have gotten married to Brown, and then she doesn't have any claim to any of the estate.
So does that go? I wonder if they go into your paperwork and all that and see when the marriage happened.
That's how they found it.
Oh, wow. So, I mean, with that, I mean, she should get something, I would think. I mean, if there's legal documents and things like that.
No, but it wasn't legalized because her first marriage wasn't.
Got it.
Over. So you can't get married to a second person. Like, that marriage is not legal.
Oh, man.
In the United States. So, yeah. So that's what's happening right now. So that's good news that it's finally settled. Like, hopefully his family can move on and get some peace from the situation. You know?
No, that's always good. I'm really that's a congratulations to the diligence, you know, never giving up and making it happen, because that's a long time coming. 15 years, I could see someone giving up after 2 or 3 and going, you know what? I'm sick of this. It's not worth it. Like, I'm just going to live my life. Who cares? You know.
Is $100 million worth it?
You know what? $100 million. Look, I'm going to do what I got to do. I'm like, look, man, our brother got to be late to work today. We got something we're working on right now. You know, I got $100 million. Exactly. You know, when you say it like that, it's worth it. But then you got people that after a while, they're like, you know what? I haven't had money. I don't have money.
That's true.
I'm going to be okay. You know, who cares? But then, you know, also on the flip side, you can think about, well, what are they going to do with it when they get the money? And they don't, and the money probably is going to go to somebody that, you know, didn't even know him.
Yeah.
Possibly.
Yeah, that would not be.
That wouldn't be cool.
That wouldn't be cool.
Yes.
After all his hard work.
Exactly. And let's just say you know him and you know, you grew up with him, you're going to want to have something, you know, that he left behind, even if, you know, if it's his money or something to know that, yeah, I was able to get something that he left behind and I have it with me, as opposed to we didn't get anything at all and we didn't really care because the process was just so long and so lengthy. We didn't want to go through the process. You know, so
absolutely.
So I think about those things, and you know, it was so funny that you brought up, you know, James Brown, because it's crazy with all the music that's coming out now and how influential he was to so many artists, and he definitely was a guy that was influential to. We mentioned Prince, and we were talking about, you know, what happened to his estate. We don't know just yet. He was influential to both Prince and Michael Jackson, and I think that someone like that, you know, there's definitely room for, you know, doing another film or just celebrating him even more. And I'm very glad that we were able to hear that his estate, you know, was actually claimed and things happened. So what I want to do right now is we got another music review that we're going to get into here.
Yes.
Right before we close. I know these 2 hours go by so quickly. We've enjoyed hanging out with you all, but we're going to get into one more music review here before we close out. This one right here is one that I think, you know, it's going to be interesting. I want to know if you guys are sipping tea or you're lighting it up. The man goes by the name of Samm Henshaw.
Okay.
The name of the song is called Grow. So, hey, Luminary community, let me know what you guys think about this one. Are you guys sipping tea or are you guys lighting it up? The track is Samm Henshaw. Let's try to get this one rolling here. I'm going to get this one going. All right. That was Samm Henshaw. Grow.
That's right.
Are we sipping tea to that or are we lighting it up, Missy?
I mean, I am going This week I'm going to light it up for this song.
Okay.
I'm lighting it up for this song.
All right.
Yeah.
What are some of the things you liked about it?
I like that it had an old school vibe. I
Definitely
did
old school
like
vibe.
that. That's something that my family listens to a lot. So I like that vibe of it. The message of it was not my cup of tea, but you know me and romance songs. So because if we had heard this song last week, I would have definitely maybe sipped a little tea. But this week I have a new perspective. So I liked it.
Oh, you hear that, Luminary community? She is changing. Missy Talks is growing right before our eyes. She said she has a new perspective.
Yeah.
That's
I
awesome.
mean, only a little, so don't get anyone's hopes up.
don't get any.
I'm
Look,
still
next
on
week
the
she's gonna
anti-romance song.
Next week she's gonna be like, I don't like any of these romance songs. What else you guys got? You got any more Laura
Yeah, I was
tracks?
gonna say, give me more of those
OYO?
songs of those ones. That's my jam right there. I was listening to Truth Hurts all the way up here.
My
this
goodness.
morning.
Truth Hurts?
I have to practice it. That's my karaoke song.
Is it?
Yeah.
Wow. Okay, so now I know when we go karaoke,
Yep.
I'm going to see if they have Truth Hurts, and I'm going to see, you know, because most people...
We'll make them play it.
You'll make them play...
Oh, I don't care if they don't have it. I'm singing it.
Look, she's going to be like, I don't even need the words. Let's go.
So what about you, Francois? How
Look,
did you like that song?
Samm Henshaw, man, I am definitely lighting it up for you.
Yep.
We don't have many old school tracks that many tracks that have the old school feel. That's what I'll say right now in music, and it's awesome. I will say, yeah, I did kind of with the message. I was kind of getting bored.
Okay, so it wasn't
a little
just me
bit.
then.
It wasn't just you.
Okay.
You know, I was right on the cusp of sipping tea. I was right on the cusp.
You get it
just,
then.
Just right there. But then just the music and the production kind of pulled me over.
I agree.
So Sam, you know, I'm not being a hater.
I'm not hating on it at all.
I'm not being a hater. I was on the cusp of. I mean, I was about to bring the green tea out, the blueberry tea, all that. It was coming. It was coming, Luminary community. But, you know, definitely we want to hear more music from you, Samm Henshaw. And definitely we're both lighting it up over here. And keep doing your thing. We love to hear new up-and-coming artists, new rising artists. And I know you artists have been doing your thing for quite some time. It's just that, hey, Luminary Sounds, you know, got wind of you and we're putting you on the airwaves, and that's what we do.
That's
so
right.
What we're gonna do right now before we get out of here, we're gonna play a couple more songs, and then we're gonna come back and we're gonna wrap things up. And definitely want to thank everybody for listening to us this week. Wherever you are, continue to tune in.
Thank you.
Download the app. Check us out on Instagram. You know, we're also on, we have our website too as well. And you know, if you're in the area in Ventura County, definitely check us out at the Fairfield Inn. We're going to be at the iJazz Code event here once we leave here today. So we're going to get into some music right now, and we will be right back. Let's go. All right. So we're going to do a quick music review right now on Rum.Gold Human.
Yes.
So interesting here. the vocals were really good on that.
Okay.
Am I sipping tea or am I lighting it up?
Let's hear it.
Rum.Gold Human. I'm going to be sipping tea on this one.
Really?
It was just, I couldn't get into it.
Okay.
For some reason. I mean, the vocals were great. Rum.Gold, continue doing your thing. I salute what you're doing.
Yes.
I just couldn't get into it. It just was something that I just couldn't get into the track.
Was it the lyrics? Was it the beat?
It was kind of dark.
Okay.
A little dark. I mean, I felt like, I don't know, like I was in some alleyway, some Batman Returns type thing. I was like, look, man, it's Saturday morning, my brother. Like, I don't know, my man.
Okay.
But that's where I was at.
Okay.
You know, we've had some uplifting music today. We've had the Afro beats. We've had some TikTok vibes. And then, like, you know, I mean, maybe if it was a different setting, maybe I feel another way. But just, you know, right now, I was sipping tea on it. What do you think, Missy?
All right. I'm going the opposite.
She's going the opposite
100%.
way.
Yes. I'm lighting it up for Rum.Gold. I loved that song. I'm so happy that you brought up the fact that it was a little dark, because that's why I liked it.
See, look,
we
play more dark songs. Missy's gonna be like, yes.
I'm like, yeah, give me
this
those
is
songs.
mine.
I like those ones.
Yeah, it kind of had like a dark feel to it. Like he was mad. Was it just me, or did it seem like he was coming from a mad, like?
I didn't think he was mad.
You don't think he was mad?
No, I just think like, so even,
my bad, Rum.Gold.
Even when the first part of the song, like I think he was just vulnerable on the song. Like, and it just came off very raw.
Yes.
Because even in the beginning of the song, he said that something like he wears his heart on his sleeve. Like, where do you wear yours, kind of thing.
Ooh.
Yeah. So
see, Missy always takes these artistic approaches of looking at songs.
I do. We all have different perspectives, right?
Yes, for sure.
The thing, okay, so I'm lighting it up. I liked it. Like you said, vocals were really good.
The vocals were excellent. I will say that.
The thing I was confused on was he kept singing like, I want you to be human. Like that was the lyrics.
Kind of weird.
And I just didn't understand.
Yeah. Rum.Gold, you're going to have to call in and talk to us about
let
this.
Us know
let us know. What's this all about?
I listened to it a lot this morning. So I was really trying to find the meaning. Like, I want you to be human, but like, okay, what do you mean by that? So I was listening to the other words. I couldn't figure it out. So,
look, he was one of those artists that really got in his artistic bag and was like, I'm going to play with my audience.
That's exactly it.
You know?
Yep.
Interesting. So before we get out of here, Missy, myself, and Dean were talking off air about a really interesting, like, you know, opinion.
It's an opinion, yes. Okay, so it's going around Instagram right now and Twitter, and I just want to see
two dangerous places.
What my favorite places. What your opinion on this? So this is the statement. So you have no business drinking, smoking, partying, or having fun if your life isn't even close to being together.
Wow. See, and when you said that, Dean gave us both the look like, man, what you mean?
He did. He did.
So, you guys can't see Dean right here, but Dean was like, man, come on.
He's like, what are you talking about?
What are you talking about? Go ahead. So I'll let, Missy go first, and you give us your opinion on that.
Okay. I don't think that it says like you have no business. That's mean like you can't have any fun in your life.
Yeah, that's kind of rough.
Yeah, that's rough. Like,
that's kind of
so
rough.
you're in a bad place, and you want to put yourself in an even worse place by not allowing yourself to have any happiness.
They literally said, man, sip some Kool-Aid or water, and that's it.
Right. So I get
go to sleep.
I get not going overboard. That makes sense to me. But saying you have no business doing any of those things or even having fun, that didn't make sense. On the other hand, I know for me, when I don't have my things together, that my life, my job, finances, whatever it may be, like if I don't have that together, I'm like stressed out. I can't even have fun. Like I can't go to the parties and being like, oh,
it's funny you bring that up.
Willy kind of. Exactly. I'll just be in the back of my head like, oh, I shouldn't have went out to dinner. I should have saved my money.
Yeah.
Like,
I'm right there with you. I feel like when I'm at a state where like you ain't have no money and someone's like, man, let's go out. You're like, nah, dog, I'm good, man.
Yeah.
I can't really do that. And you don't want really anyone to know what space you're in. You're just like, no, I'm good. You know, I'll just relax. I feel like I can relate to that because I won't be in a space to even really party. Like, so people who do that, like, I'm just like, dude, you got like $1 in your pocket. Why are you here, dog? You don't need to be here right now. Just stop it.
Because he's sat at home. I don't know, you know?
And then, you know, you got that one person, they're like, why are they taking shots and like they haven't paid for anything and they're just like taking a bunch of shots and you're like, I haven't seen you pay for anything. I haven't seen you give a tip. What's going on over here?
What's the dealio?
Yeah, and they're just having a grand old time. Yeah, I'm with you on that one. I think it's kind of, I think you need a happy medium.
Yeah.
You know, too much of one thing. I kind of think of like the people where like too much of one thing is just too much. Like those people that are like, no, I need to do this. I need to do this. It's like,
it's
no,
too intense.
It's too intense. Right. I think you need a time where you're just, hey, you know what? I'm going to play this day and I'm just going to play. I'm going to work this day and I'm going to work. Because if you just have too much of one thing, goodness, we're not robots.
And it gets boring too.
It does.
If you're doing like the same old thing, and I don't mean like responsibility, I mean just like this question, smoking, partying, having fun, like, and not taking care of responsibilities, that's boring.
Right.
That's like, what? No.
It is. I mean, it's, you know, you got to change it up. I mean, we changed it up today. Look, Junior went on vacation. It's just Missy and I. We changed it up. You know, that's what life is all about. Changing it up, having a good time while you're changing it up. And of course, we've come to the end of our show. Missy, are there any shout outs that we have before we go?
What's the shout out? Let's see. I would love to shout out my beautiful sister-in-law.
Hey, sister-in-law.
She's 30 weeks pregnant with my niece.
Oh, wow.
Yes, my second niece. So I'm really excited, and she's just so beautiful. She's carrying her pregnancy really well.
Oh, awesome. Does she have like names and all that?
She does.
Together?
Yes.
Wow.
Yeah. So
that's awesome.
My new baby Camila. That's gonna be my new baby.
That's going to be so cool. And, you know, is she expecting in the, you know?
She's due in the beginning of October. So we're at the tail end of it. We have like 2 more months to go.
Shout out to you, sister-in-law.
Yes,
that's awesome.
Love you, babe.
Awesome. Anybody else?
What about you, Francis?
For me, of course, I got to shout out the family over in Georgia. They're always listening, faithful listeners over there. You know, I shout them out and, you know, definitely shout out all my friends all around the world. You know, it's always great to, you know, hear you guys texting me and WhatsApping me and Instagramming me throughout the week. Yeah, man, I was listening.
That's
you know,
awesome.
Well, here you go. I'm giving you love. And yeah, definitely. And for sure, with the events we mentioned earlier that are happening today, if you're in the Ventura County area, definitely go check out all those events. You know, like I said, if you guys want to meet Missy and myself, we will be at the iJazz Code event once we leave here today at the Fairfield Inn in Camarillo. So definitely make sure you guys do that. Check it out.
And I just wanted to shout out Junior really quick too. Like,
yeah, shout out to Junior.
We know you're listening, and we miss you, and we're excited to have you back next week.
Yes, definitely come back next week. Don't, you know, vacation is like 1 week. You know, if you want to take 2, I mean, goodness, man, don't overdo it. But it's all right, my brother. You know, have fun. We're glad that you're having fun. It's well deserved. You know, without you, man, it would be hard for us to have the team that we have today. And we're so proud and we're so happy to have you with us, man. And enjoy your vacation. It's well deserved, my brother. And, you know, with that being said, we're going to, you know, have our little vacay time because it's about that time.
Yeah,
you know,
we're gonna wrap it up.
We're gonna wrap it up, and you all definitely tune in next week. We're here every week, Saturday, 10 a.m. to 12 noon. It's Luminary Sounds. I'm signing off, Francois the Great.
This is Missy Talks.
All right, we'll see y'all next week.
Bye.